Buenos dias, Liberty, and welcome to today's edition of our WEGL World News. Hoy es viernes, 3 de abril 2020. Please stand and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Well, we made it. Week 1 of our online learning is over and we survived. Thank you for your patience and perseverance this week. Each week will get easier and easier as we navigate our new normal together. It's time for me to be an inquirer. I have been wondering all morning how many of you are wearing your spirit shirt today. After all, it is Friday, right? Today is also report card day. The third 9 weeks report cards will be available today in Focus. No paper copies will be mailed at home. When you log into Focus, you will see an alert and you can click on your report and download it to see what your grades were for the third 9 weeks. Because of the school closures, our flag ceremony was also canceled. So we didn't have a chance to announce our new IB ambassadors. So it gives me great pleasure today to announce the IB ambassadors for the third 9 weeks. In kindergarten, we have Abriana Jones from Mrs. Digby's class, Molly Hines from Mrs. Gamez's class, Sophia Sabatasso from Mrs. Gilbert's class, Liam Gadd from Mrs. Bragman's class, and Bronx Bragman from Mrs. Marlowe's class. In first grade, I'd like to congratulate Brooke Smidley from Mrs. O'Keefe's class, Zayden Harris from Mrs. Sindone's class, Javion Streeter from Mrs. Morse's class, Layton Ellison from Mrs. Siemens' class, and Oliver Thomas from Mrs. Barusso's class. In second grade, we have Nicholas Perez from Mrs. Hesberger's class, Joshua Adams from Mrs. Barnes' class, Hayden Godwin from Mrs. Driscoll's class, Thomas Hand from Mrs. Wallshauser's class, and Jacob Plate from Mrs. Waragoda's class. Our third grade ambassadors are Patrick McCleary from Mrs. Antosh's class, Camilla Dada-Falza from Mrs. Rain's class, Jake Van Brimmer from Mrs. Hoag's class, Philip Zajac from Mrs. Miller's class, and Teo Heller from Mrs. Young's class. In fourth grade, congratulations to Eiley Price from Mr. Dalby's class, Sasha Murray from Mrs. DeCaro's class, Maxine Bulalake from Mrs. Prince's class, and Ann Kizilbash from Mrs. Riley's class. And finally, our fifth grade ambassadors, Ava Perazzo from Mrs. Getchell's class, Matthew Montalbano from Mrs. Bias's class, Aubrey Durham from Mrs. Jenkins' class, and Billy Turnus from Mrs. Wagner's class. Congratulations to these well-deserving students. Thank you so much for showing your IB Learner Profile traits every day. We are so proud to have you represent Liberty as an IB ambassador. Let's give them a big round of applause. So, Friday would not be complete without at least one Friday Funny, right? So here we go. What do you get when you cross a rabbit and an insect? Shout your answer. I can't hear you. Good job. I heard someone shout the correct answer. What do you get when you cross a rabbit and an insect? You get Bugs Bunny. I hope that made you chuckle. We all need to find ways to smile and laugh every day. Now, I want you to remember to soar like an eagle. Vuela como un águila. Safety first. Own your own behavior. Always do your best. Respect yourself, others, and your world. Have a great weekend. Relax and have some fun. You guys have worked so hard this week, and I really appreciate it. I will look forward to seeing you on Monday for a second week. Thank you, and that's all for this week. Adios, Liberty.